So today we are continuing into chapter 3. It's about the left hand. First, the thumb must be placed in a natural manner quite at the back of the neck, obviously, parallel to and between the first and second fingers. So, like this. For instance, in the first position, when the first finger is put on the note E of the second string and the second finger on the note F of the same string, the thumb at the back of the neck should come exactly between these two fingers. Between these two fingers. And in all four positions of the hand on the neck, the thumb should be always opposite the interval formed by these two fingers in order that the hand may constantly preserve the same appearance. Probably something like this. You keep the same appearance, same, not something. No. Secondly, the fingers must be well rounded on the string, well rounded, so that they may fall down upon it like little hammers. I think this is also a very important point. So you don't just go little hammers. In order to see the form which the hand should assume on the neck, we have only to take the following chord, and it will then be properly placed. So then he suggests to play this chord by moving the hand a semitone lower. The following chord must be taken, and yet the hand will retain its proper form. And notwithstanding this descent of a semitone, we shall still be in the first position. This will be explained hereafter. And then he lays down this chord. So. I have given the preference to these two chords, although they are not in the scale of C, which is the first, because I wished at once to have the distance of two tones between the first and fourth fingers. It will be seen hereafter that there is alternately the distance of a tone and a half and of two tones between the first and fourth fingers, but it is requisite that the hand be so placed that the stretch of two tones between these fingers can be easily made. There are many persons who, in playing the following passage, always jerk the hand in taking the E flat. So, and then he lays down this example. So you shouldn't go like this, but just open the first finger without changing the left finger's angle or appearance. So your hand shouldn't be following or moving, altering the position, but only the first finger should advance and recede. Advance, recede, something like this. That is, advance in order to take the E natural and recede to take the E flat. The whole hand, however, must always preserve the same form. So that's important. The second, the third, and fourth fingers must not suffer the least alteration. No changing, but nor experience the least movement from the change of place of the first finger. And the thumb also must remain quite immovable. So the thumb shouldn't be moving together with the first finger. I don't know. Maybe something like this. Yeah. So you shouldn't move except for the first finger. Here follows another example of this movement of the first finger without deranging the position of the hand. It will be the more striking because the second and fourth fingers remain stationary and only the first finger moves. So now he again lays out this example of the chords. So only the first finger moves while others stay. It's quite an exercise. The fourth finger, which takes the C on the third string, and the second finger, which takes the other C on the first, must remain stationary throughout. It is only the first finger which moves from E flat to E natural, and vice versa. The other fingers remain steady in their places. In the next example, the second finger takes the place of the third, while the first finger remains immovable. Now he, again, the next example goes. Right, the first finger, immovable, it stays regardless of the change in other fingers. If the thumb be placed at the back of the neck, exactly opposite the interval between the first and second fingers, every facility will be afforded of moving the second finger into the place of the third, and consequently the third and fourth will have advanced a semitone. And the extension between the first and fourth, which was only a tone and a half, will now be that of 2 tones. Here follows another example of the same movement, but with double stops. So here's the example. And then the first finger stays the same place. First finger shouldn't be affected by the movement In this instance, the first finger remains firm in its place. The third, which takes the B on the third string, gives place to the second finger, and by this procedure enables the fourth, which took G natural on the second string, to ascend to G sharp on the same string. So we'll continue this next time.